get a solo pick and get out is
Mm-hmm.
mostly the thing I've been working on.
Where to position, where to engage. I see. And how that went for you so far?
It's like 60% of the time I got it right, and like 40% of the time I got it wrong.
Makes sense.
I think is what I see.
Yeah, it makes total sense. So it's mostly for Tracer and Sombra, or any other characters?
Um, yeah, those two mainly.
What's too many? Okay, do you want to focus on those characters today more, or anything else you want to start with? Yeah, I think it's been a while since our last session, so we
Yeah,
can.
yeah. But yeah, I want to focus on those two more. Just those two are the two I'm having the most trouble with.
I see. Do you still play the other characters such as Gas, Ash as well, or
Yeah, I still play Cass and Ash.
Gas and Ash? Yeah, I see that we also played Surgeon before. Yeah, makes sense. How do you swap between Tracer and Sombra? What is it based on so far for you?
It's really map comfort, like map, how comfortable I am on certain maps.
So,
Like,
mm-hmm.
I think, on like New Queen Street, I think I'm more comfortable on Tracer, but on maps like Coliseo or Lijiang, I'll play Sombra. Watch Point, I normally play Sombra. Uh, Gibraltar.
What kind of character you play there usually?
Gibraltar, I'll normally play Sombra. And it really depends on like certain maps. It's not, I don't know how to, it's not really anything else. Where if I'm having trouble on one of them, I'll just go play like Cass or Ash.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah, I think definitely if you keep in mind the map and the team com as well, then you can swap between
Yeah.
the characters. Just make sure you don't have too many in your pool, and I think should be good. Around three is usually fine. Usually gonna be good enough. But yeah, okay. What kind of character you want to start with then?
We can focus on like Sombra and Tracer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Any of those two. I'm just asking. Yeah, what do you want to start with first?
We do Sombra.
I start with Sombra. That's fine. Okay. Do you have a replay code we can take a look at then?
Yeah, I got this one.
Hmm.
I got that one. And I start playing Sombra second round
Oh yeah.
on that map.
Makes sense. Oh, let's take a look. And then in our last session we kind of went over dealing with angles. It's been a while ago, but I think a lot of your Sombra and Tracer as well. It's really important how do you set up on the angle, making sure that you push the enemy's routes out, so we'll be able to just push from the angle and engage from there. There's gonna be quite a lot about that, but let's see. Let's see how it's gonna be in the replay. We start with this one. Okay, can you see the stream just fine, by the way?
Yep.
Oasis.
Yeah, so second round is where I
Yeah.
started playing Sombra.
Mm. Now let's take a look. Okay, so the first one is Tracer, second one. There are definitely a lot of similarities to what you do on the character in general. Oh, yeah, so this is one. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, starting on. Well, since you're focusing your position, and I just want to ask, what are you looking for regarding your position typically in Sombra? What do you think?
Um, So like put like really trying to like negate like what's it called? Like paths to my backline or basically cut off the off angles of the enemy team
I see you.
so they can't like set up.
I see you. I see. So do you? How do we call it? Do you just set up near your backline, or can you go deeper? What are your positions usually in
It
the
kind
map?
of depends. Um, I guess they're playing this Pharah, so I can't go like super deep in because they've had the Pharah Mercy. So I don't necessarily position with my backline, but I don't go super deep here. Kind of.
Makes sense. Okay, yeah, because I think definitely most of your position is quite situational, but because you have a lot of mobility, it's quite important to make sure you try to lean towards more flankish angles and set up more proactive play from there. I think because if you're able to do so, then you split the enemy attention, and of course, you're quite good at dealing with enemy angles. You can just push them back, but definitely there's quite a lot of times it's important to be proactive and do not just wait for the enemy to make a move because they might not just make one, but rather create a move by yourself. I think this looks fine so far. Trying to challenge the fire, then trying to go back. Okay, and then you repeat the action. You kind of go from the angle, and the tracer eventually gets you there. Okay, so my question is as well, when you challenged the angle, it seems that you kind of stayed on that top and then you decided to go out. You decided to just go deeper in there. Why is that the case? I mean, just going back towards the team. What was that about? Why not
So here
why not
I didn't really know where their tracer was. So I was like, okay, I'll go back in here, heal up, and like poke out again. And then I saw the Mercy going for the res, and then I just got deleted.
Hmm. So your reasoning, you went here because it was searching for the tracer initially, or
Yes.
oh, I see ya. Hmm. Okay. I think this might make sense. And in general, I think you're quite good, again, at dealing with the enemy flankers and just dealing. If anybody goes active on the angle, you can maybe hug them, especially as a tracer. It's quite annoying if you hug them, then they're not able to use their abilities. But the most fundamental thing on any of the flankers is make sure you have high uptime, and it's quite important when we're trying to harass the angles is with a high uptime have a lot of options, because if you go back and search for the tracer, well, let's say tracer is not there anymore, let's say they're trying to just set up different angle, right? Then we end up at a spot where you don't have any option of what to do, yeah, because you went from here to here, yeah. There's quite I think might be quite difficult for you to reach any other target besides the tracer. Of course, we kind
Mm,
of, it seems that we also not expecting the tracer as much, yeah, because she went on, when you went to deny the rest, she went on you there. But I'm thinking, what are your options to be able to just kite, but meanwhile rejoin the fight faster? What do you think? Can you do that there, potentially? And
yeah, I
if
could have
yes,
gone
then how?
towards like their spawn more, to, like towards the right.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Could
exactly.
have gone towards like towards the top side of point.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm thinking this can be a good option. Yeah, maybe using the stop. You can even use low ground, exactly. And just because you're maintaining those positions, you maintain this is what you like to call more flank options, and from there you have more accessibility on what to do. Typically, and it's for any flanker, try to go back towards an angle and try to stay there. So this way you have high uptime. Basically from that right side position, you can instantly rejoin the fight, and maybe when the Hazard's gonna dive in, you can have a dive with him. Maybe you not getting the dive with the hazard, then it's easier for you to deny the angles as well. You can maybe try to search for something, but usually when you kite like that, it's not as comfortable. You kind of repeat the job. You already went from here to here and went back. As a flanker, Sombra Tracer, you always want to go forward, push forward, go deeper if possible. If not, then of course you can go back, but here it would be possible. So I think you could just maybe survive
So
there.
basically, just like play like Tracer, but you have Translocator instead of like Recall.
Yeah, I would say so because there are differences, of course, with your
Yeah, you have like
Translocator placement.
Virus versus Blink.
Yeah, there's stuff about the virus and your hack for sure. It's different, and also just the way you can place Translocator, you can use verticality more. You can just try to go
Mhm.
up and down quite frequently. You can use the verticality a little bit more as a trace you're not able to. Maybe if you recall back to some sort of high gun, then yeah, it's nice. But I think if you're able to just play around the higher grounds, it's really, really good. Yeah, usually if you set up on the more flank positions, definitely more beneficial. Good Sombras always do that. And
Yeah, that was I misclicked my Translocator there.
oh, it was not
Yeah, I was like,
intentional.
yeah, I did not expect to do that. I was waiting for the Mercy to come around the corner.
Uh-huh. Well, let's say you... I don't think it's maybe too bad or so Ronsecator now, but it's just where you end up. Because you're
Yeah,
trying to
I
just...
could have went high. Yeah, I could have went up top and just shot
Yeah.
down at the Mercy.
Yeah, exactly. It's just... You use your Ronsecator and it's one, you usually zone it to some sort of verticality. And another thing, you always need to sew it to some sort of corner. Yeah, it's kind of another layer. Yeah,
Mhm.
when we try to go forward, when we just trying to take space, as you're doing now, it just also have some sort of piece of cover. This way you have more survivability, and from here you can go after the Mercy, maybe you can go after the Rumatra as well. Stuff like that. Yeah, he just kind of kills us there instantly. Okay.
This Tracer also just completely eats us this
Oh
entire
yeah.
round.
Hmm.
Like I'm pretty. Yeah, we sat here and spawned for like a solid minute.
Yeah, and see why it might be tough as well is because you exactly have to wait for them to do an action, and maybe they do the action, maybe they don't, and you're not setting up your own practice play. You don't have the exact uptime. What if we just go an angle now and try to set up your own play? The question is only how do you get there? Yeah, what your pathing should be. You're trying to hack them later, but yeah. So it's basically this: going towards the left, trying to maybe go deeper this side. I think maybe going right
Mhm.
side, I think is fine. What do you think about this duel here? What do you have to do in this case? How to win it?
Don't take it as early. I could have waited for Translocator.
Hmm, it's fun.
Mm,
Anything else? So kind of start. So there are a few things. It's mostly mechanical, but if you see it, you start doing peeking.
I'm not
That
aiming at her.
Yeah, you well, first of all, you're not aiming. I think in second, you actually reloading.
I
so,
reloaded. Yeah.
so this is really scary. You don't wanna. Whenever you reload, you always want to lean towards the safety. So would be okay
Hmm.
way to just lean towards the safety here, take HP back, maybe just play near it. And meanwhile, you will get your Translocator back. You fully reload it, and then you push forward. Translocator is just on will be on 1 second, maybe or so, or 0, and you will be pushing and have the placement on the corner. I think will be just fine. It's more mechanical, kind of trying to sow the virus, which is again not ideal. Usually try to shoot, force her out, to force the blink, and then you can virus next. Because they will be expecting you to virus or hack.
Gotcha.
Yeah, they will try to dodge that. Yeah, moving in. And so you can definitely go towards an angle, it's fine, but just make sure you go towards the corner. And yeah, with this, it's just start shooting, I think. You just need to start shooting a virus later.
Yeah, I didn't know she was there. I was trying to hack that.
Oh, I was
So
aiming for that, really.
so yeah, when I like turned the corner and I
Oh, I
immediately backed
see.
up.
Oh, yeah, I see it. Makes sense. Yeah, if you notice her later, then just don't show the virus right away. Kind of wait slightly.
Yeah, gotcha.
Eventually, Ash gets her. That's good. Hey. Yeah, this is not comfortable. We kind of play in the middle of where you would stay as a
Mhm.
Cass, or you would stay. Yeah, I think Cass is a good example. You would typically stay at that position. Where would you want to go if you want to set up your MP and the higher pressure as well?
Either like high ground, well, some sort of high ground.
I can hear. One of the possibilities, sure. Anywhere else?
Could have gone to the high ground where the far is at. Could have translocated up there while she's sleeping, finished her off, jumped off the EMP,
Yeah,
or just finished the fight.
yeah. I think it looks decent. One of those spots probably the high guns are really good ones. Ri- right side, I think it's slightly more preferable, to be honest, if you can get there. But yeah, let's keep watching. Hmm. Okay, so when should I? The same P kind of gets not as much, but yeah. Did we? Let me see. Did we get somebody there?
It hit the Mercy and the tank.
Yeah, it's kind of the Mercy and the Valkyrie.
How does it even hit the tank?
Well, he just went inside.
How does it hit him though? Because it did hit him.
So it's just
I'm pretty
whoa.
sure it said two because it hit
He.
somebody else.
Maybe it is. I'm just curious. Okay. Okay.
It does hit him.
Oh, it did. Okay.
What?
Yeah, it was really close. Okay. Yeah, I was pretty sure you went inside. he, he was not
I'd
affected
be
then.
a little upset if I was him.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah, happens. The hitbox is different, I guess.
yeah. She also should have dropped right there. Dropped too quick.
Right. And change the angle there on the left, sure. Romato is there, we can take something different. Right? What do you think? So we kind of mentioned that you're always trying to go forward, but what do you think about this? When you set up here, you're not this comfortable angle going out there. What's your thoughts? Good one or?
I mean, I realized that my tank was giving space and they were pushing in, so I was like, okay, I can kind of set up here, and if this tracer tries to go on my Ana, I can attempt to do something. Didn't really work.
Is that good angle from where you have a lot of options? Because see, again, it's kind of similar to what we did before. Remember the first example? It went back to an angle, and the thing is, if Trace is gonna challenge a backline, then it works, and if she's not, then it does not work. Basically, if you sit there, and Tracer never goes in the backline, then we kind of useless
Gotcha.
there,
Yeah.
right?
Could have
So
gone. Is the other height a better?
right side.
Yeah.
I think it probably might be slightly better. You at least set up the
Or
pressure
like
from there. We can drop on
yeah,
their
or
back
over
line.
on like the left side
The
maybe.
left side better too, yeah. So don't just go towards main from main, going towards this, but I would rather try to set up your own angle. And of course, it can be aware of the
Mhm.
tracer, but go towards an angle first. Yeah, this can be good. Okay, I'm gonna write it down as well. Go towards an angle. Yeah, and as we mentioned before, just gonna be using Translocator, going towards the corner, and we'll be fine. Of course, sometimes there are no options for you to exactly go on verticality. But see, this is what happens. I think a lot of times you're trying to deny it on own play, and then sometimes you mess up because of something. Well, there are quite a lot of chances, by the way, because this main, I think it's difficult. It's difficult to just not take poke, and if you take poke, then it's not easy to hack. But if you're trying to be on the sides more, then for the tracer, it's gonna be harder to exist here. And for you, yeah, it's easier to survive. You're not gonna take as much poke in this case.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking that. This angle is alright. You can kind of end up on the top though. There's a little bit of a ski just went over it. But
Yeah.
you kind of, it's more forgiving because it's the end of the fight. Right. Okay, that's fine. Well, so higher uptime, go towards an angle, or take deeper angle if possible. And also just a wave of placed on Silkira. Okay. Do you want to watch this part as well, or?
Maybe a little bit of it.
Yeah. Can do so, okay. Kind of interesting. We started here, and seems like you take a lot of poke and then you go towards the back line. So always similar thing, you're trying to challenge the tracer there.
Where was it at?
So it's the same thing as what you did before, you're trying to challenge the tracer. That's why you go back towards the back line, or? It seems like...
I think here, I was waiting on translocator, and I was gonna like rotate somewhere else, and then the tracer came up out of nowhere.
Hmm.
So I TP'd it, so I went back there for healing.
What do you think of this angle? What if tracer again never goes on your back line? This is a good angle then for you.
If I stay back there, no. But I heard her walking around.
Yeah, but again, she can decide to just not go.
If she doesn't, then yeah, then I'm just sitting there.
Yeah. So any other option on your setup?
Could have went height. Could be over there helping my hazard.
I'm thinking so, yeah. Around the heights, I think, is good. Maybe the middle option even is not too bad. Trying to set up the pressure. And, of course, if you're not a tracer, go for the hack. You have access to the backline from here as well. Maybe this option, a lot of times, quite frequent, might be a good one, too. But go here. If tracer does not go take your own angle. Not too bad of an option. Especially with Hazard. He dives in, kind of stays there. And we should be good. Actually deny you quite well too, and you deny them. Now it's 3 people versus 1 tracer. Tracer doing quite a lot. They die, unfortunately. Well, unfortunately for them, it's gonna kill them, but it's just creating so much space if they survive. It's not good for your team. Definitely okay to deny, be mindful of the flankers, but I would set up your own play and also deny them. Additionally. Yeah. You're kind of challenging for the top there. Okay, went out. Might be an interesting one. So we... what do you think about your angle here? So went from here, we established suppression in the room, and from here to here, once his thoughts. Should you keep staying there, or...
Yeah, probably should have left a bit earlier.
Where should you go at this point?
I can go under.
Go under? Okay. And go here? Or try to...
like, go under, like, where the mini is.
Sure, okay. Yeah. Right there. So, and from there, what are you looking for?
If anybody goes on a point, I can poke them out. I still have easy accessibility to my backline.
What if they go top? What if they never go point?
Yeah, I'm just kind of sitting there then.
I think it's not too bad of an option. It's just also consider what active angles are doing. Just kind of constantly higher uptime and being able to move between the active angles. That's it. So there's active angle here. They're going up. There's angle here. And the trace is in the back, if you know that. So how can you set up to have high uptime just in case deny those angles potentially?
To move back towards the stairs or
Stairs are
go
not
to that
bad.
the what's it called? The pocket, the little room in the height thing next to point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, yeah. Sure. Maybe it might be the option. Okay. Are you talking about the stairs this here or
Yeah, like where my mercy is.
if you stay there and the angles are here and there, isn't that too far? Seems kind of might be too far. It's just
Some of the bigger stairs to the left, but like the same area.
mm, mm. Because this angle, what's as uncomfortable is a lot of times when you stay kind of main angles where the main fight is, again, there's high chances for you to get poked, I think, and also maybe this one, if you read it far, then it's just gonna be harder. I think you need to set up more, again, shorter angles, but also have that, what do we call, just an off angle away from your team, but it's more flanky-ish option. So maybe even though you're on a point, for example, if I'm there, it's okay, but might be a little bit too far. But what if you close it to here, or maybe you hug this wall? Then you have an option. If this guy's commit, you can just commit, go after them, or this guy commits, you can go after him. You can always set up more shorter range flank. Yeah, set up,
Mhm.
maintain short range flank as much as possible. Maybe it's okay to poke out a little, but then you're also going out really far. So you're going from there to there. You're not able to deny active angles. But what if you go from there to here? That's better. And then you have higher uptime. Then again, rejoin the fight. Have your translocator literally in, what, 4 seconds? Oh, so
5.
6, yeah, 6 seconds. And then you will be playing slow meanwhile, but because you have better position, it's also easier for you to deny stuff like that, because Tracer will have to look into 2 directions, or maybe those guys will have to look into 2 directions as well. They don't want to just go back towards your backline. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it seems kind of similar to what we mentioned so far, yeah. Where could he go now? What do you think? What are your options?
Go towards the stairs to height.
Yeah,
Good,
probably.
rat maybe look in main.
If your team going left side, I think might be good. Again, looking for more flanky but short range. Simply just
Mhm.
instantly trying to go there. You might even set up from here, set up from there, challenge the height there as well. Try to drop the point. Try to deal with the guys there later once your team's pushing. But definitely don't stack with them.
Yeah.
Because now it's just not possible for you to do anything. Not possible to hack, and you're trying to do not the Tracer. But Tracer also, if they're smart, they just might play slow and bleed you out. Try to play slow, make them chase you and everything. And will be really uncomfortable for your team. You don't take as much space. The enemy team will control more space because of it. Yeah, I think the pattern is kind of the same. Pattern is the same. We can maybe try to do a game with that. I might just show you, yeah, something like good example of what I've mentioned so far. Yeah, maintaining flanks, maintaining, just call it short range flanks. Okay, we need to have options on what to go for. Make sure you're able to deal with multiple angles, deal with active angles, and yeah, just going towards an angle constantly. It's all about the how you saw your translocator, maybe going towards the corner, going towards verticality, Let's see, maybe I have good examples of this from some players too. Mm, okay, maintaining flank. Okay, maintaining. What about this one? Might be a good one. So this here. Okay, we got Rialto. Yeah, it's in Google Docs. I think some of the videos getting deleted. I recently started saving stuff in the Google Docs as well. So in here, this is a wizard, and I think they're okay at Sombra. They doing quite decent at Sombra usually, and usually notice them when they're trying to go for the flank. Well, first of all, they sort of gate at the corner. You can instantly see them. They're also taking that verticality there, going above the roof, and set up on the flank. Of course, you can go towards that, try to maintain it. But as soon as there's gonna be pressure on them, when they're gonna try to go on something like this Anna, for example, maybe he can try to go after somebody else as well. Later, see the way he goes, he does not go towards his team exactly. He will try to go towards an angle usually. He will try to just set up somewhere differently. Maybe this angle over here, this high ground might be okay. We can also try to go towards HP pack. Yeah, but it's most of the time making sure we have that deeper angle. Yeah, making sure that you're constantly trying to just go towards the flank. If possible, of course. Sometimes it's not, but most of the time, because you do that, you constantly distracting, similar to Tracer. But they're also, it's slightly different with Invis now, by the way, but the idea is the same, though. The idea is the same because you go in Invis, and your uptime, it's really important, and you remain high uptime around the Translocator. So, yeah, because if you just go in back to the backline, then you're not able to rejoin the fight instantly, and might be complicated. Yeah, I'm thinking we can do a game and try to apply some of this, but yeah, does it make sense, this example and what I showed to you so far, or any questions?
Yeah, that makes sense, definitely.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, do you want to do a game then? Try to just do a game on the Sombra?
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, we could do the Sombra, and then we can look at the Tracer later as well, I think. Mind your Steam is in 2K, just in case, so you're not getting any lags or anything. So if you want to reduce the quality, feel free to do so.
That should be fine.
It's alright. Yeah, if your PC can handle it, it's good. Kind of warm up meanwhile, yeah. I think a lot of people started playing Sombra more with all the changes. She seems okay at the moment. I think she's decent. Can definitely take
Yeah, definitely a lot
advantage.
more balanced than probably a year ago, 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
No, yeah. 2 years for sure. That's for sure. Right, so what do you want to focus on? Maintaining flank angle? Let's do that, or anything else?
Yeah, yeah, that works.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, so it's gonna be constant take an angle, and when escaping, go back to an angle. Don't go back towards the team.
mhm.
Of course, sometimes it's not possible, but just try to stay. If you use cover correctly, if you use corners, should be just fine. Okay, make sure you set up an angle. Okay, I think this might be someone on the left too, but right side can also work. HP back. Okay. Make sure you're able to follow up on the pressure before you virus. Okay, fine, works. Yep, have quite a high uptime there. Nice.
Stuck on the
Okay.
door.
Happens. No, that's alright. You can set up the different angle later. Well, just depending on where your teammates are gonna go. What's your melee button is on? Is it on V? Or... Oh.
It's some middle mouse.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Yeah, I just see all the controls you got for the virus and consecutor.
Yeah. Muscle memory from when I was younger. Can't change it now.
It's alright. Try to read the pattern of the movement more. Don't just throw Transicator in, but read the pattern, then throw it in. Kind of wait for something to happen, for their movement to happen first. Like, confirm that they are predictable.
Oh, what the?
Yeah. Alright. Let's be more patient. Once you're an angle, let's be more patient with virus. You can throw it for the poke purposes too, earlier, but when you right in the fight, then read their movement pattern before throwing it in. Yeah. Yeah. It's a better one for sure. Sided rushed. You...
Suzu out, Suzu out.
Nice, good job. Just need to go to the corner. If you do this type of thing, just go towards the corner and more up if you MP as well. I think should be alright.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Could have saved that too.
It's fine. Mostly focus on your position. It's alright. Make sure your position there, depending on... Yeah, well... Might be a little bit deep, yeah. I mean, just go closer. Uh-huh. The right side here is decent. Okay.
Oh, it's not where I wanted to go. Hmm. It's way too early.
You can take your time if possible, set up the angle, see if it's not taken like on that left side, if they're not gonna notice you. Or right side, I think, as well. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you cannot if you if they notice you, unfortunately.
Yeah, I didn't think she would fade in front of me.
It's alright. Winnable.
Yeah.
What angle are you gonna take here on this one?
Probably tries to go right side.
Yeah, right side is usually good for you. You can play around the big HP pack there. If they got any flanker, you just take HP pack from them too. It's quite nice. The Hulk just died. He can't
Oh,
push
yeah.
deeper.
What?
Something happened to him. Watch their movement first before throwing the virus. Watch them move left and
Yeah,
right and sew it in between the pattern of their movement.
I gotcha.
Because your virus projectile, so you need to track their movement. See that guy? Okay, they're moving left, right in a line. Okay, that's fine. If they're moving in a straight line towards you, if they're not strafing against you, much easier. Yeah, exactly. Much easier to land. Oh yeah, when he's using easy, yeah, quite scary.
That's such a.
That should be okay. You can challenge the right side and go from there. Nice, good hack. Nice, good job. You can start going from the angle. That's fine. Right. You're gonna be, yeah. If you're gonna be in danger, just go back to an angle somewhere. You can cut off that Lucio too. Fine. Oh, nice. Really hard to go from the main angle. You need to go left or right, so you can catch somebody. I think. Just no way you can sue. Unnoticeable. By the way, you can make it to the left platform, but you have to be you have to jump off and use the locator. All right. Corners, careful.
Yeah. Should have went up more.
It kind of goes slightly up, go towards that top, and I think it would be just fine with the MP.
Yeah, I realized that after I threw it. We still haven't capped.
Okay. Just challenge the soldier and you good. Oh, he's good. By the way, you can stand on those bookshelves up there, near the wall. Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
yeah,
Creative spot if you want one.
yeah. I know that because got a Junkrat one trick on my college team. That's where he sits for tires.
Oh yeah.
It's funny.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
Yeah, this
I know
is
easy to take.
just
If he's marking that,
so.
he can just take different route. He can go from top or so. That's okay.
Yeah.
I think there are some things like a bit of mechanics and also just making sure that the corners, yeah, I think the corners is more polished. That just the way we kind of going in, sometimes you end up in the middle of the thing. So of course it's doable depending on the situation. Maybe if you have a big advantage on the field, might be possible, but you want to be careful with something like virus. I want to show you this. I'm just gonna screen share, and you can try this out later in the game. But whenever you're trying to go from the angle, looks like that. 20 practice range. So a lot of times you kind of just sew it in, and it's fine if you want to have high uptime, but usually it's even better if you just read the movement pattern, then sew it in. The more you do it, the faster you will recognize the opportunities to throw in your virus later, so you'll not just waste it. If you look at it here, for example, when the enemy is moving, a lot of times when you sit on more 90 angles, for example, if my team goes from this doorway towards here, just like that, and the enemy, like that bot, they might strafe against that doorway, just like that, okay? When you hear, then there's gonna be a straight line if they're strafing against the doorway. Straight line for you. So you can just use any of your abilities and just use your virus on them. You can just try to shoot them from this angle. It makes it easier. But especially with virus, when they're moving in a straight line for you, it makes it much easier. Recognize the pattern. It's more common one, yeah, when they are de-strafe. Of course, sometimes it's not as easy when they are not de-strafing, for example. Then in this case, you can just try to notice the movement pattern. If you notice the same action twice in a row, like 1 2 1 2, then you can already start using your virus. That's kind of typical thing. Maybe this sort of movement, or just maybe Ryan goes for swings, yeah, 2 times in a row. Most likely they're gonna do one more, and this is the time you can hack them. This is the time you can also throw in virus, stuff like that. Okay, that does make sense, or?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we could. We could do one more game, or we could review a tracer and then do a game on a tracer. What do you want to do?
Let do one more. I don't think I have any tracer games.
That's alright, yeah. We can also do tracer one later. We can mainly focus on Sombra today. Yeah, okay. Any questions you got so far, maybe, or?
What do you like fully mean when you say like throw it to the like a corner? Is it just like an angle? Like maybe like an angled corner or
Yeah, you go to an angle, but also you don't sew it in the open. You sew it to the corner, so you have cover near you. Because if you
got it.
end
Yeah,
up in the
yeah.
open, yeah, if you end up in the open, there are multiple people. That's why we usually, as somewhere, you kind of sew it on the top. Top is corner as well. High ground is also a corner. You can use it as a cover and hide from any pressure. But again, if
Mhm.
there's no high ground, just throw it towards the cover. Yeah, don't throw it in the open. Like sometimes the situations when you go for MP, for example, it's okay to make sure you MP multiple people, but also make sure that you will have cover near you, kind of close to the cover, so you not end up in the open instant and die. That's why you might even do this type of play where you go towards the corner, go up somewhere, set up there, and then jump, go for MP, and get out, for example. Might be that sometimes. Might be just, of course, sometimes throwing it in is fine. Yeah, go up, but need cover. Does it make sense, or?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it's more of that stuff. Practicing virus, you can do it on a deathmatch, you can do it on a Rockstar as well. All of those are pretty decent for that. Okay. Yeah, if you want, you can start with the Widow, go for a pick, but later, I think it's definitely good. Just try to mostly use the room, I think. The room in the back in the Kingzor on attack. The room with HP pack will be quite good for you.
Yeah, the one of the mega by the stairs. I think.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's where
over
it will be.
there.
Yeah. Kind of similar to Tracer, but you just can play around the HP pack more. Or use the statue angle as well. Just depending on where the enemy is gonna hold. Most likely they're gonna play around the point and statue. So those angles in the back are definitely decent. Okay. And he's just shooting you. Oh. Oh, so quite good at dealing with their snipers. Oh, right. Like TP. Make sure you set up. Don't just fight. Make sure you set up first. Can TP and just throw your okay, never mind. I would TP and throw your runs get in towards the top, for example, but yeah. It's also okay if you just throw in Transagata, but make sure you go towards the cover. Yeah. So here. It's kind of better setup, but just higher uptime. Yeah, make sure you do it faster. Okay, can try to go and challenge the widow. That's good. You push them off the angle, that's great. And up in the middle, careful. And go towards the angle later again. So you can cut off the enemy. Yeah, that's better.
Woo!
It's alright, you can keep pushing. Just kind of make sure you use the sides more, left or right, depending on the situation. It's really nice if you bait out the enemy. For example, like Doomfist, they dive in and you just hack them, they stuck in the middle. That's why I usually don't just start shooting them, I think, but you might bait them in to do something and then you hack.
Oh!
Nice, you could.
What in the? This is some Overwatch.
Yeah. Oh no.
Yeah, should have went somewhere else.
I blame P for the
But
next.
no, we got Doom ult out. I
Yeah,
guess that's
that's a
a
good
plus
one.
there. We got Doom ult
Yeah, for sure.
and Nano. They use Nano too.
Yeah, get Ash as well. Nice. You can challenge that. Just push him out a little. Yeah, there's a TP. Just play
All right.
corner.
Yep.
Yeah, I was good. I was fine. As long as you play cover and you can break a line of sight with the enemy, you're good. No, not good. You need an angle.
Yeah.
The Doomfist is always gonna punch you or something.
Mm-hmm.
Challenge the angles first if possible. Okay, it's decent. Kind of low there. The angle in the back, if you get inside the room and HP back and play around the top, I think one of the best ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay, you got him.
Did not. Yeah, I didn't expect him to like push in that deep though.
Yeah, the kind of with the flash, they have an advantage, I think. If they don't, then it should be okay. You can try to speed it out, and
Mm-hmm.
also your Transicator can save you. You're good at reacting. Guys can kill the Doom, maybe. Maybe not. On the main now, you gotta set up. Yeah. That's better. Right? Okay, good. Okay, you can hmm. If it seems fighting, you'd rather fight. And set up on the angle too. So you're not getting punched in the middle. Looks good one, like a good one. Yeah, and you can move. You can keep moving. Yes, that's good. Okay, you can keep moving. That's fine. Set up
Yeah.
another angle. Don't stay card. Set up angle. It's fine.
Yeah. I was only on card there because they weren't pushing it.
That's
I also
okay. It's just
don't normally play Sombra on this map either.
you read a mobile. It's you have such a big
Mm-hmm.
disadvantage at the card. That's why. You can go towards the top in the middle. For example, might be a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Need short angle if you deal with the cast. Set up short and then go for something. Yeah, okay. There was a good shot. Mm-hmm. Okay, short range flank, and you good. This position is decent. All right. Oh, it's fine. I think should be okay, especially if they play Doomfist on attack. You can easily disable him, but just make sure you don't do it from main because otherwise you're gonna get
Yeah.
punched in slam and it's not easy. If you do it from the angle, you're good. It's not
But
easy for them.
I could play, so I could play like on defense. I could play around the statue and hotel.
Yeah, most of those two, I think. You can also play the building in the back to closer to the spawn on the left, like some tracer players would do. Might be
The the um
yeah. So and the
the one with
choke,
the mega or
yeah,
the one with
yeah,
the
the left side. If you look at the choke, the left side. So this is hotel on the right, and there's a building. This one. You can also play there and try. But definitely, if you cross just like that, they will know. you can you can try to just go up there. Yeah, for example, hotel I think is okay for later, but if it's because usually a team likes to fight a choke first, they might
Mhm.
fight, and then this setup can be good. It can also deny the sniper there on the platform. They most likely go in
Yeah, I
right
think I
side.
heard the widow. I just heard the grapple.
Yeah, so they most likely might go here, so you can wait for them to just virus and shoot. Yep, that was close. Okay.
Yeah,
That
how do
was
they know? My gun must have been sticking out.
Initially, they saw you in Sombra too, so they might expect you. I would expect you here.
Yeah.
I would just not show my character. Just play on the play hidden. Okay, they will know that they're gonna be here, so expect a lot of pressure. But go towards an angle, ideally, kind of possible. Yeah, always find escape. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I
So
was
kind of
just waiting for them to come like poke me out or do
yeah,
anything.
yeah. This left
But
side
they
is
wouldn't.
decent. Yeah. Okay. But you go further,
Hamza.
you just kind of go inside, or yeah, if you go back, the statue or the hotel on the right is good. Statue might work from this point. Careful with the long range. Okay, only short angles. Right. If you don't have short angle, you can set up one. You can set up different. You can always go deeper on the left again. Take the top left. Okay, I can set up hotel now. Yeah.
Ooh.
Looking good.
Oh, hello.
No, then that
Did I
was too
just?
long range. You need to set up first, I think, or just wait with shooting. Kind of get close and then
Yeah.
shoot. Don't have an advantage.
Yes, there is.
Most likely we'll go up left. You can be ready to contest them if you want. The up left is a good angle. Yeah, right there.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, it's fine. We're not touching, but be ready to contest the angles there. Yeah, this over here. The Ash will go in the middle. Hanzo might come here. Watch out for Sonic. Oh, Doomfist coming here. Okay.
Yeah, he's probably poking me out because they know I'm playing this.
That's good. It's good if he's investing time. And Doomfist might come up there, but if he dealt with Ash, dealt with the sniper, it's really good. I'll try and shoot you.
It's a Sonic arrow.
Yeah, you can just set up different angle if you want, like left side. Yeah, this is not
I
good.
should not be there.
Yeah, just go deeper on inside between the houses right there if you challenge that angle. All those arrows. She's alive. Okay. Yeah, if you give up the angle, just set up again. Don't forget. This one happens. It was an angle, I think, and this one you just need to watch them. When they use the punch, you kind of go to the corner or Sotan Sekira. And that was about it. That's fine. Yeah, that top is important to challenge. If you get it, you can get the corner. Just watch how you challenge it. Make sure you set up short the sideline and you can shoot them. You can stay on the edge of that top left, by the way, near the box. If you set up
Yeah, right
there.
there.
Yeah. Because if you sit main, you're gonna get poked. You need to do something like that. Just set up first and then fight. It's okay if you get closer slightly. Just play on the ledge. That's too far now. Yeah, it's better.
I keep getting revealed right here. Oh man.
If the team goes deep, you can try to set up on deeper one too. The high grounds on the left. This one is good though for MP. Oh, it seems pushing up.
This is really early.
Hack is good. Nice.
I
We're
missed the
stout ult.
virus. He would have died.
We're stout ult anyway, so decent. Go to an angle first if possible. Like, take the left room, for example. Yeah, don't challenge the sniper from far. Yeah. So say you kind of set up, sit, and then you have Transicator and you engage, and then you can disengage with Transicator if you need. Or just cut off their line of sight.
It's interesting, Nano.
He's 1 HP. Nice. Okay, good kills. Winning.
Yeah, this is such an awkward point.
Yeah. Well, kind of use high ground. You use this inside room on the left. You also have
Yeah,
this. Yeah.
it's kind of awkward when they have like the Hanzos just running up there with the Sonics. Now they got the Pharah. Should be.
Yeah, they will. They will try to check you, but it's fine. Go deeper towards an angle if this guy punches you. Yeah, just like where you are at now. Hmm.
Heal him.
Nice, good. Can get the edge there. Just go towards the ledge. Kind of far. This far. Short angle first, and then go. You can. Yeah.
Let's say this. She never died.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm saying that you can just kill them. Set up first. Set up first. Don't fight. You kind of forget you need to set up. After you're done fighting, just set up again.
Yeah.
Don't just shoot. Okay, this is good. That's decent.
It's fine.
Yeah, you got a lot of value
I was
from
hoping
this.
he didn't get canceled out of Flux, but he did. Yeah.
Might be losable.
No, we get an extra minute for overtime.
Yeah, so can
I
be.
can get this. I can get this. I can get this.
Yeah. Nice, good kill. Does the card? Yep. Okay, loses on card, get kills now. Oh, okay. Just dodge the card, any good? Nice.
Woo!
That was a good one. That was a good one.
I swapped Sombra after I swapped off Sombra.
Hmm. That was decent for the most part, yeah. Okay. Just few things to keep an eye on, I think. This one is definitely high uptime, and it shows with the damage too. If you watch your first game, your damage output was not as high. But this one, damage output was much higher, I think. Let's see. What was your damage output on that?
It's like 46.
Hmm. Yeah, well, Nepo is also not the easiest one too, but it's fine. Can you send me this last one?
The King's Row?
Yeah. So the biggest concern is only two things is don't forget about the setup after you're done everything. After you're done the pressure. Okay, I'm just gonna screen share here. Okay. And just quite a lot of times when you're done the pressure and you kind of keep shooting something, what's on the angle. What's on the main. I mean, just go back towards an angle because a lot of times you're just kind of getting poked from long range, especially snipers. You want to be careful about that. You might notice defense, especially, might be hard sometimes, but don't be afraid to try to experiment and maybe throw your translocator in. Let's say you don't have a perfect angle, like here. You don't have a good angle to shoot those guys, fine. You can even try to do this, go here. Because you get invisible, it's fine. You can just play around. If they chase you, okay, then you can try to just run all these directions. You can be creative, of course, with the Ransigator. It's again, you sew it up, and then it's not gonna be as noticed, but it's okay. If you don't have an angle, just go and set up, and you might notice the third. Yeah, so the first idea, yeah, it's always set up if you done the pressure. For example, here we on the third point, yeah, we kind of pressure this Ash. You're gonna push her out, okay, and then make sure you kind of just keep going on angles. Maybe this is done, okay. After you get your HP back, just go towards an angle, and yeah, so we stand there, and you will see. Yeah, I think the next push, they're gonna challenge you. They're gonna challenge you on top again. Yeah, so this Doomfist, you go towards an angle there, which is decent. Here, want to be careful about that. So don't just overshoot this. I'll just kind of do not try to rather shoot this now, but maybe still lean towards the safety and try to go set up somewhere different. And the question is, where could he go now? What do you think?
Left side room. The little door in front, like behind the car, or I guess straight ahead for me.
What do you think is better, left room in this current situation, or
Yeah. Definitely left room.
Yeah, it always seems like. So you just don't waste the extra second. Yes, when you have the downtime, if you can shoot something, then go for it. But there's just no reason to fully commit if you can already set up an angle. You can already go in for wires and hacks. So see, there's constant high uptime. Go in, do something out on the angle because you're on the angle. You set up fast suppression, go in again constantly, constantly. That's how you are gonna be really, really annoying for the enemy team. But this way you kind
Yeah.
of just kind of sit in the back and then there's not as much pressure. You would already hug the Doomfist there, maybe. Of course, you also want to challenge those guys too, but just sometimes it's not possible. So have the short range angle going constantly. I should get them. Challenging the Hanzo, let's see. Yeah, so you're breaking line of sight, using Storm Arrow, made sense. Go towards here. Nano. Yeah, not angle, that's good. Then the Ash is gonna stay there for a while. Got the Ash, go back towards staying here. Now this Doomfist is just, especially when you're on the angle, so one, you have big advantage when you do so, but even though he's going for the punch, don't go back towards the team, because a lot of good Doomfists, they will try to bait you as well. They will try to punch, and then they just turn around, maybe they know, okay, you're gonna try to escape, most likely. So they punch somebody else. This guy is blocked by the payload, but anyway, there are quite a lot of mind games. So to avoid all of this, you can always try to go deeper on the angle if you want, or go back on the angle. So for example, he's punching you straight line, just like that. Again, go here instead of sewing it towards there. Or if you would have a space here, then you would go towards there as well. You can try to go deeper if you want, but if possible, just try to avoid this. Is this guy, if he knows, okay, you escaping, and then he will punch this, and then you're stuck here, then he's still taking space and pushing you out and the rest of your team. But if you're stuck in here, then he has to be split with decisions. He will maybe commit towards here or towards there, and it's gonna be hard to exactly be effective. If he fully commits after you inside that space, then the rest of his team yeah, the rest of your team, they able to take space more. That's something you can take advantage of. Okay, we challenge the angle over. It's over here. It's kind of similar to what I said as well. You kind of, if you realize there's a long range angle, I think just go somewhere, maybe go here, or maybe even challenge the Ash, go on the ledge, or go this side and then shoot. Yeah, don't shoot from far. I think set up 1st. You definitely have decent range too, but just this is way too far.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
And this is what sometimes happens. Well, after you challenge the angle, just make sure you go back to an angle and then hack and then virus. Because if you start with this, there's a high chance of you to receive random rocket or damage. This Zenyatta could easily kill you right now because you're on the main now. Just go. If you want to hack the Doomfist, go here. Okay, down to pressure on the angle, fine. Take different angle, took it, okay, and later go in for the pressure again. Maybe they will pressure you out, you still move an angle, maybe go deeper, or go more back, like here, towards another one, not just go back towards your team, yeah, you still keeping this, and will be real good as well. You constantly just moving. The first... Yeah, this here is kind of... I think the first fight was a little bit awkward, because we... kind of been stuck in the choke. I think you just want to be faster at taking angles. You can even try to be creative if you want. If you see the stuff of TP, I think they tried to TP here, but I missed. They just TP towards the statue, but you might even TP in, so to get it in, just like that. It's also fine. Or if you're not able to, okay, start here, sort once a gator. You see that Doomfist, don't fight him first, but set up first. If he will chase you, then you can play around the corners and such. You can just try to stay alive there. Usually if you throw in verticality, then he will be using a slam. If he uses slam, then he drop. He only has punch later, and then the rest of your team is here. He can... I think it should be alright. It should be okay. As long as you throw your Transicator towards the corner is good. Or if you're not confident with this, rotation. A lot of times might be tricky because the enemies might notice you, like the widow will notice you, and then they have the crosshair here. If you want to be more sneaky, you can always go from here to here instantly. I think you're gonna do something like that eventually. That's also fine option for sure.
Yeah.
Any questions you have so far, or
No, I think I got that.
yeah,
Or
yeah,
I think I got everything.
yeah, yeah. So far as that is just so I just kind of see plane versus sniper. So it's just plane effective range. That was one, and making sure that we are constantly on the angle. Yeah, you're constantly moving from one angle to another. Okay. Move from angle to angle. Yeah. The most part, that was it. AMPs, I think for the most part, it's okay. Uh, I think the timing is good. Timing of MP is fine. Sometimes we still want to be careful with those types of MP where you just go in on the enemy, like that last one. I remember when he used this one here, got a lot of value, but rather than do this, I think, what if you just go towards here and then hit the MP, like on that ledge? I think you can also affect them this way, and it's gonna be safer. Well, maybe you're not getting insane. We will not get Zenyatta on us if he drops it, but then still you have high uptime this way, you have your abilities. Might be quite risky. Or well, even though you saw it in the open, then so it closer to the ledge, you MP all of them, then you drop here and you have this corner here, this way, instead of be staying in the middle, just like that. Does it make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I was just when I was looking at this, I was like, I could have went up to that corner up there.
Hmm. Yeah, for sure. One of those. Maybe left side, this right side, and this doorway could be quite useful. But yeah, I think mechanics wise, doing fine. Ability wise, yeah, I think it's also fine. Overall, your choice between the hacks and wires was reasonable. Yeah, you hack more ability dependent character, virus just for the times when they don't have as many important abilities, they can just start shooting, especially versus something like Sniper. Whether we just sew in the virus, you should be okay. Just trying to kill them instantly. By the way, they know you. They knew that you're there on that position here. It's because you've been doing exactly that. I'm curious actually. Even did they notice you because of just you been sitting main there, or? Because this guy definitely knew. Alright, so they start. Well, first of all, they expect the Sombra. That's one. So they might check that flank, usually. There's usual Tracer and Sombra position. Oh, they heard you. They heard you moving. That's what they did. They heard you moving.
That was the like the slightest movement, and they
Yeah.
immediately turned. That
Yeah,
is,
yeah, yeah. The footsteps are there.
it's fun. Yeah, this the footsteps funny because I crouched and I moved half an inch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's how movement
I
works.
was already
Even
waiting on the corner.
yeah.
I expected to go forward more.
I think okay because they hear the movement. Okay, they hear the movement, and then you start shooting. But the question to you, I think this is fine. The setup's fine. The movement, something they will hear for sure when you try to shoot them. But what do you think? Anything for you to look for as well, so it's easier for you to get a kill on her, just mechanically. What do you expect? Maybe something you expect her to do first before shooting her. What do you think?
I mean,
What
I
could
could
it
have
be?
waited for them to move forward a bit more.
Moving forward, what if they not moving forward? And then they keep staying here. Oh, moving forward is a good one, yeah? It's just tricky. What if they not... What about their pressure? What do you expect them to do as well?
Look for a different angle.
Look for a different angle. Okay, let's say with this one. When they're shooting, it takes time for them to search for the target, and I think you can kind of First one, wait for the full charge shot, which we did, but I think another thing is sometimes when they just shot the target, I think when they're trying to go for the shot, it might be a really good time. So they went for the shot because here against good widows as well, what they might do is they turn and just kill you because they have full charge shot if they hear you. They kind of unscope. I don't think there's a reason, but they could just try to quickly turn on the right side if they have good muscle memory. I would just do that as well. But I'm thinking did fine overall with the pressure. It's just when you even though you crouch, they still can hear you. To be honest, it's fine. It happens. You can maybe start with let's see here. Yeah, so start with virus, shoot. I think it's fine. Yeah, maybe not too much. You just the only thing is shot. Maybe like you said, them moving a little bit further up. That's it. I don't know. Yeah, what do you think? Anything else maybe or
Not that I can think of.
yeah, I think that's it then. All right, we can summarize. Yeah, let's summarize and should be good. Okay, what we got out of today so far with you?
Um, Positioning translocator towards like corners. Um, Not all like don't always go back to my team. Go forward, take a different angle,
Mm-hmm.
short angles.
Yeah, short angles more. Mm-hmm.
Don't try to immediately hack or virus a target like a tracer.
Yeah. Usually they will disrupt. I think a lot of it is your setup for sure too. If you're able to set up just fine, then it's gonna be much easier. Okay. How to have higher uptime as well? What was that about? Well, we kind of mentioned moving at the angle and such, but
Yeah, don't sit in main. Don't sit in main a bunch. Make sure I'm always moving to a different angle. Taking um After I take pressure or get rid of pressure, go to like reset up.
exactly, yeah. That was the biggest one for sure, especially in the how last game. Make sure you take an angle and then repeat the cycle, go from one position to another constantly. You can also try to be aware of where active angles on the map are and position accordingly. So you deal with one angle and then you can deal with another and then with another. It should be
Mhm.
good. Should be just fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Doing deeper angles, rotations, translocator, start cicada towards the corner as well, so it's gonna be safer. I think that's it. It was about it. More angle control on the Sombra today. All right. Any final questions? Anything?
Nothing I can think of right now.
Okay. Then if you're gonna have some questions later, as always, you can message me and you can send me timestamps too.